Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will drops in to see Bill with lunch. Bill teases him. Will drops correspondence on the table, and among the letters is another one from Luna. Bill asks how his job is going. Will smiles that it's been amazing. As they eat, Bill remarks on Will's puppy dog canine look on his face. He knows that's not about fashion, so it has to be a beautiful girl. Will admits there's a special girl in his life. Bill asks, and she works at the dress ranch? Will sighs, she works at Forrester. Bill asks if it's Pam. Will tells his exasperating pater that her name is Electra. Electra Forrester. Bill asks, you're dating a Forrester? In Forrester's design office, Ivy tells Electra her jewelry is veritably special. She says she's been hearing that a lot recently. Ivy suppositions it's from Will Spencer. She's really falling for that boy, isn't she? Electra says guys like Will don't live where she's from. He looks like a movie star. She's really into him. Ivy thinks he's inversely smitten with her. Electra just hopes her history doesn't ruin effects. In the main office, Eric tells Ridge and Steffi that he asked them to run his business with him, but he's not comfortable with firing Hope. Ridge reminds him her line was failing for quite a while now. Eric says that's not what this is about. Hope's family has been there for times. Steffi says she had no choice after what she did. Eric says she claims it was accidental. Steffi isn't buying it. First, she toyed with Thomas and now she's set her sights on her hubby. I just feel sorry for the coming unlucky Joe on Hope's radar. In Hope's cabin, she and Carter complain about Steffi and Ridge tossing her out. Carter vows he'll no way stop fighting for her. Hope asks, but how do we stop them? Carter shakes his head, but also a light bulb goes off. I've an idea. She asks what? He tells her, I know exactly what we're going to do. In the design office, Ivy reminds Electra to concentrate on fun and Will. Electra worries about running down and holding on to a huge secret. Ivy tells her she has nothing to be shamed of. Electra asks, what if people catch on? Ivy says they won't. Electra prodigies, what if Will finds out? Will he feel the same way about me? In the main office, Zend wants to make another pitch for Hope for the future. Steffi tells him it's not passing. It's no for the future. Zend insists the spring collection will be a mega hit. Ridge tells him it's not a reflection on him as a developer. Eric doesn't want him to get discouraged. Steffi says this isn't you. It's Hope. At the cabin, Carter brings his briefcase into Hope's place and opens it. He says Ridge wanted him to concentrate on his job and make a new LLC for Forrester. Hope notes that's part of his job description. Carter confirms it. Hope thinks it's charming how deeply he cares about everything. She asks what the LLC has to do with anything. Carter says this could be the answer to everything. Ridge and Steffi put it right in their hands. They've no indication. At Bill's place, he asks Will when he's going to meet his new youthful lady. Will says they're not dating. Bill gawps, you haven't taken her out yet. What are you staying for? He offers to give him his credit card, the black card, so she thinks he's a baller. Will can tell she's not impressed by that kind of stuff. Bill says they all are. Will smiles that he wants to get to know everything there's to know about Electra. In the design office, Electra worries that her secret could change Will's mind about her. He'll no way see her the same way again. Ivy thinks she's scarifying over nothing. Electra says it's not nothing. It's her life, her future. Ivy vows to cover her. Electra asks, what if you can't? The jewelry line is getting worldwide attention. What if he sees it? What if he finds me? In an undisclosed position, Electra's snooper looks at her on his laptop and smiles to himself. In the design office, Ridge and Steffi assure Zen they'll find a place for him, but Hope's finished. Steffi doesn't want to hear her name again. After Zen files out, Steffi says he'll be fine and so will Hope, who'll find another man to obsess over. At Bill's place, he goes through his correspondence and discovers the new letter from Luna. Bill reads that she's only allowed one letter a week and she's writing them all to her. He's the only bone who gets her and understands how growing up in fermentation can damage a person. They've both done effects they lament, which is why she thinks they clicked. Those recollections are keeping her from losing her mind in captivity. She misses him and hopes he misses her too. She's no way met anyone like him. Bill flashes to telling her she'll always have a special place in his heart. He grabs the lighter to set the epistle on fire, but can't do it. He balls it up and throws it across the room. In jail, Luna sits on her hut leaning up against the wall and thinks. Latterly, she stands up and smiles. Will finds Elektra in the design office. He says he was at his pater's place and told him all about her. They kiss and smile at each other. Will tells her she's an excellent kisser. She throws her arms around him. In his room, the snooper tells Elektra's print on the laptop, "I'm comin' to get you, Elektra." In Hope's cabin, Carter tells her she's not done at Forrester. She asks how. Carter shows her that the instrument that states the operation structure at the LLC. In other words, who's in charge? Hope muses, so whatever name gets written down there in charge of Forrester Creations, Carter tells her they no way look over these type of documents. He can just fill it in and they'll just subscribe it. Hope recaps that whoever is the director of the LLC runs Forrester Creations. Carter says, as long as they subscribe it. Yes. Hope realizes he's talking about taking over Forrester Creations. She says Carter Walton, CEO, does have a nice ring to it. He tells her, we could run it together. They kiss. Carter's not sure he can deceive Ridge and Eric like this. Hope says he's been the smarts behind the company for so long, but he's underrated and underappreciated just like the Logans. The Forresters take him for granted and are letting Steffi drive the company into the ground. She doesn't want to see that be. No bone. Differently is ding to stand up to them, however, perhaps they should take it, if this is a chance to turn it each around. This could be it. This could be our chance. Let's do this. We'll do it together. Carter picks up a pen and signs his name on the document. Bill will discover that another letter has arrived from Jugged Luna. Although Bill may be tempted to just burn this bone. Without reading it this time, he'll surely be too curious in the end. Luna formerly reached out to Bill with a sincere communication about how much he still means to her. Of course, Luna has indeed more reasons to get in touch now that she knows Bill and Poppy broke up. That news put a creepy smile on Luna's face and putatively gave her more hope for a future with Bill. There's no way Bill would ever fall for Luna and make her Mrs. Spencer. But delusional Luna may suppose that's a possibility if she gets out of the slammer. Whatever the case, Luna will indeed shoot letter number 2, and maybe push Bill to come see her in person. Perhaps Luna will play up how lonely she's and how delicate effects have come behind bars. Luna might also make further temporary insanity claims, and hope she can move Bill that her felonious jest was beyond her control. It makes sense for Luna to keep laying the route for a better legal defense and hopefully try to get off the hook. Carter will have a strategy session with Hope at the cabin. That's where Carter will contend that Steffi and Ridge just handed them a palm. Ridge keeps pushing Carter to handle effects regarding LLC for duty purposes. So it looks like Carter will suppose this is the answer to their problems. Carter will examine the paperwork and try to vend Hope on a new occasion for vengeance. Since Carter couldn't get through to Ridge and Steffi, he'll be ready to play dirty. And it looks like he'll use this LLC to do it. This may be Carter's ticket to reviving Hope for the future, and perhaps indeed making a bigger power play at Forrester Creations overall. Our prognostications point to Carter provoking plenitude of Forrester fury with his forthcoming shady move. So stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem that's brewing. Carter will surely shoot some shockwaves once he puts his plan in stir.